On the news tonight, President Bola Tinubu seeks approval of Senate for consideration of 1.481 trillion naira budget of 2025 for Rivers State. Sports updates. Actions continues at the National Sports Festival taking place in Ogun State. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Mercy Ezeshi and here are the news in details. President Tinubu has communicated Senate seeking consideration and approval of 1.481 trillion naira budget of 2025 for Rivers State. In the letter read by President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, the President noted that the request is in line with constitutional provisions as Rivers State is being administered by a sole administrator. Under the emergency rule, and National Assembly takes the role of oversight. The budget prioritizes health, education, infrastructure, development, and other services.
National Assembly acts on that behalf. Hence, the request for the approval of the Senate for the Rivers State Government 2025 Appropriation Bill. The appropriation bill for the year 2025 is in the total sum of 1,481 billion, wherein the sum of 324 billion is for infrastructure, both ongoing and new projects, while the sum of 166 billion is for the health sector, including 5 billion for free drugs for treatment of malaria and other common ailments. The sum of 75.6 billion.
The request has been referred to the Senate Ad Hoc Committee oversighting emergency rule in Rivers State for further legislative action. Uphold truth, transparency, and public trust as working guides in the discharge of your statutory responsibility. These were the messages of the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, at a capacity building workshop for Information and Public Relations Officer in Abuja. Saliu Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
Nigeria's media ecosystem is not left out in the ongoing reforms under the current administration, with specific focus on promoting press freedom and providing the necessary incentives for the media to thrive. The Minister of Information and National Orientation represented assured support for information and public relations officers across ministries, departments, and agencies, and urged them to update their knowledge to enhance productivity.
The federal government has made significant progress in advancing press freedom and professionalizing government communication. Among the key achievements are investment in capacity building for public communicators to adapt to the digital age, regular engagement between the government and the media, fostering transparency and public enlightenment, initiatives to safeguard the welfare and safety of journalists in the discharge of their duties. These strides are a reflection of this administration's unwavering commitment to nurture a free, responsible, and modern media environment.
Other stakeholders, including the National President of Nigerian Union of Journalists, believe that with a bailout for the media and a media enhancement bill, the capacity of journalists will improve as strategic partners in nation building.
Most of the media organizations are not being up to date in terms of payment of salaries, are not up to date in terms of good equipment. It is high time now that we are talking about AI and the rest. Let us all come together whereby government will come up with new innovation of giving bailout to the media outlets.
The capacity training is supported by UNESCO and feature presentations to prepare participants to be brave while reporting in view of the impact of artificial intelligence on press freedom and the media. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
In Abeokuta, Ogun State, Traditional Administration of Justice, known as Eba Complaints Committee, sitting at a palace of the Aleke of Ebaland, is regarded as the High Court of Jurisprudence in offences regarding all disputes emanating from communities and towns across the Ewa Kingdom. In this report, Yemi Dalamo examines the modus operandi and acceptability of verdicts delivered by the committee.
The Egba Kingdom is made up of 140 towns spread across 6 local government areas in Ogun Central Senatorial District. Each of the towns has a traditional head who is either a first or second class Oba or Bale. Egba customs and traditions make it mandatory for the Obas and Bales, especially the elders known as Ogboni, a fraternal institution, to assist any reigning Alake of Egba land in the administration of justice and good governance in the kingdom. The elders are known as Baba Idire, meaning elders are the figurines who perform series of political and religious functions, including serving as High Court of Jurisprudence in offences, and members of this committee carefully selected to represent all sections of the Egba Kingdom. Despite the high level of literacy among the Egba people, majority of them still embrace Idire, Egba's Complaints Committee, a traditional method of conflict resolution operational in Ake's Palace from Monday to Friday throughout the year.
Judgment is fast, more than court. I love it. I love it. It's traditional way of judgments.
Idire is the head of all the chiefs in Egba land. And coming here, once they are not going to kill, they will go to court. They will follow us, go to where the land is. They will see the bandit. Once they see that, then they will come back. They will declare the facts to the person that owns the land.
It's one of the best something that I think is we will ever have in Egba land. So I really cherish them. No matter how the case is, they will make sure they settle it amicably.
Although the rules of the committee are unwritten, their modus operandi is known to the locals, for it is deeply rooted in the culture and traditions of the people, and judgments are given.
The advantage here is that we deal with culture and tradition here, and following that, we settle the matter. Unlike in the law court, the only area we can transfer any case from here to the law court is if it has to do with violence. We entertain history. If it is a matter between families or communities.
It is interesting to note that the Egbas are proud of this committee and willingly brings matter before them for adjudication and amicable resolution, as litigants often appears in person without any legal representation and present their matter in the local language before the 30-man committee and members of the public in attendance. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
Following the construction of a new passport office in Obomoso by the community, the indigenes are calling on the Nigeria Immigration Service not to delay the process that will hinder the commencement of operations at the passport office located along Obomoso-Ilorin Expressway. The facility, when put to use, will break the barriers of passport issuance and tracking for travelers, as well as boosting business activities in the area. Abiodun Babalola reports.
The Ogbomosho Passport Office was approved by the Nigeria Immigration Service in 2022 with a condition that the facility be built by the host community. However, the construction did not commence until July 21, 2023, when Egbeomo Ogbomosho Parapọ̀ Agbaye, headed by Justice Afolabi Adeniran, retired, set up a committee to raise funds and oversee the construction. And now, the building is ready with some basic amenities put in place.
We have informed the Immigration Service of the completion of building. We have no cabinet is fully aware that they have been completed, so our cabinet is making effort to liaise with the Immigration Office to quickly bring other materials to make the place functioning.
If it is not put into use quickly, depreciation may set in. The structure may begin to harbor even some people that were not expected to come to that place because it's empty. It is when it is put into operation through the support and the provision of equipment by the Ministry of Interior and personnel to man it that we can be sure that we have gotten a passport office.
They expressed conviction that the passport office will attract travelers within and outside Ogbomoso to come for their official travel documents and subsequently bring development to the area. Abiodun Babalola, NTA News.
We'll be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergents makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergents makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergents, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back from the break. Now the news continues. The determination of Nigerian women to use all available platforms to advocate for greater inclusion in governance continues to grow stronger. That commitment was evident at the inauguration of a digital billboard constructed by the Miriam Babangida National Center for Women Development, aimed at raising awareness for the advancement of women's cause. Ngozi Technical reports.
In this digital age, women from various sectors are increasingly embracing technology to ensure their voices are heard and their demands for reserved legislative seats are addressed. This message was echoed by key speakers at a gathering of women and their male allies.
We continue to celebrate our long-standing partnership in empowering the Nigerian women with information through the multiple one-stop shop resource centers for women across the country.
At the unveiling of the digital billboard, the Director General of the center highlighted its strategic location and its significance in information dissemination.
This is one way of publicizing our issues. This electronic board will continue running throughout 24/7, and people that are working, people that are driving will see it.
So what we are doing now is to ensure that at the grassroots level, that everyone will understand the bill and will be able to speak on it.
So this bill is a very interesting one for us. It is something every woman has been waiting for.
For Nigerian women, advocacy efforts continues, reaching even the grassroots levels with the goal of ensuring that by 2027, more women are represented at decision-making tables. Ngozi Technical, NTA News.
Bayelsa State is maintaining the lead on the official medal table with 6 gold as the battle for medals continue at the National Sports Festival in Ogun State. Likon Abonde reports that Ogun State won its first gold medal in swimming.
Team Bayelsa remained on top of the medals table with 6 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze medals, followed closely by Team Osun with 6 gold. Rivers occupied the 3rd position with 5 gold, 3 silver and a bronze medal, while teams Oyo, Akwa Ibom, Lagos and Cross Rivers are 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th respectively on the medal table. Team Ogo just won its 1st gold medal as Omolola Tobulaba trailed the home fans with display of fantastic swimming skills and coast home in the women 800 meters freestyle to beat the powerhouses of Delta and Bayelsa states. In volleyball, Team Ogun also pulled a remarkable comeback to beat Team Rivers in 3-2 in the female category. Team Kwara was dominant against Team Castina, winning in 3 straight sets. In basketball, Team Adamawa fell to the firepower of the Ogun team, who trashed them by 62 goals to 45. Team Rivers saw off Team Bauchi by 68 to 56. In shooting, hostilities have begun inside the main bowl of the cultural center as shooters are displaying their prowess. The president of Nigeria Shooting Sports Federation, Navy Captain Olatunji Ayode, is impressed with the rising trajectory in the shooting sports.
Very, very interesting. We have 12 states that are competing. About 7 states were not able to complete their registration process, but we have a large turnout of athletes, and I think the event is a very promising one. It shows that the interest in the sport is actually growing, because prior to now, you wouldn't have several states from the north being involved, but today we have Adamawa, we have Borno, we have Bauchi, we have Gombe. You know, with athletes here, we have Kano. Kano wasn't able to complete their registration, but they did make effort. Sokoto is here. That's a lot of improvement from where we were.
In handball, Team Ogun defeated Team Plateau 35 to 25 in female category. In cricket, Team Kaduna defeated Team Samfara after 2 innings. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
Nigerians have been admonished to always remember the day of judgment, when all will account for their deeds and live an impactful life while on earth. Reverend Father Olayinka Oladusu gave the admonition at the celebration of life and burial of Mama Josephine Yetunde Olale, held at St. Anthony's Catholic Church. Funke Amole has the details.
Father Olayinka Oladusu, in his sermon, described death as inevitable, stressing that while Mama Josephine Yetunde Olale has gone, our good deeds will continue to be remembered. He described Mama Josephine as a role model to many who was committed to the service of God Almighty. To the families, friends, and neighbors. Mama Josephine was a devoted Christian, a woman of amiable character who contributed immensely to the life of those who crossed paths with her. Her body was thereafter laid to rest. Mama Josephine Yetunde Olaleye died at the age of 84. She is survived by children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren.
For you today on Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great night.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh, yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh, see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergents makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergents makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergents, happiness with every wash.